What is going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and it's time for another exciting edition of the 12 Days of Anime. And I know this is very late, I do apologize, but I had a very busy day at work. I had to stay over to close for a late shift. You know, I was closing at night, so that was the problem why I wasn't able to get the, the day done as much as I can, but figuring out most of those will be there, and probably Christmas Eve everything will be on time, so most likely. Well, obviously the One Piece reviews and Dragon Ball Super ones are a bit questionable. That might come sometime later on Christmas Day. It depends. But anyways, though, let's just dive right into the 9th day. On the 9th day of anime, my waifu gave to me, what the hell was up with the Bleach ending? Yeah, alright. What in the hell was up with the Bleach ending? Now, the ending to the Bleach manga, it was okay, and I didn't mind the Bleach manga's ending. I mean, it was okay, but it could have been something so much better. Like, for one thing, we had to skip most of the aftermath of the fight with Yuha just to get this huge leap of a decade time skip, which was 10 years later. And basically, we just found out that, you know, Ruki and Renji don't have a kid. Ichigo and Orihime have a kid, and they got together, they got married. Like, what in the hell is going on? Now, I do know there are light novels that they finally came up with these, like, little light novels that are relating to stuff during the final arc, or at least parts of after the final arc. Like, I know there's one with, like, Ruki and Renji's wedding ceremony. There's one that's basically has to do with Isagi, which I haven't gotten to. I don't know if it's actually out yet, and if it is, let me know, because I really want to check that out. That actually sounds really boss. Especially from now that he has a freaking Bankai, which Cougs we didn't fucking see, which, again, that was a huge blue balls letdown. That, and even that, his own captain didn't even see his Bankai. Like what the hell? Like, are you freaking kidding me on that? Like, what the hell? So, him actually having his own Bankai and us not seeing it is a huge kick in the nuts. It really is. Or unless you're a girl, then maybe in the vagina. I don't know. But it's like, what the hell? It's like, it sucks, man. It really, really sucks that it's, you know, over, and they had to rush it. They had to just rush the shit out of it, because since Kubo and his editors didn't really get along, it's like, you know, hey, just to let you know, your manga right now, it's been going on for way too long, and we got all these artists that are just lined up all the way in the back, waiting to be part of our Shonen Jump family. Can you just, like, wrap this up, because nobody's really reading this anymore? No one's really caring all too much about Bleach. No one really cares that much about Bleach. We got all this other shit, this new shit. My Hero Academia, you know, One Piece is still going strong. What's that other series with the food? Oh yeah, I think it's not TORIKO, but we might. Oh yeah, we might scratch that as well. And yeah, you know, we got Black Clover. Yes, you know what? Can you wrap this up? Thank you very much. Your paycheck is going to be there for all your hard work that you've done. Thank you. And I think that's what happened during that time. It's like, fuck. So him and his editor never got along, from what I've been hearing from all these stories, which is the reason why he had to end Bleach the way it did. Now, the whole thing with Courage kind of reminds me of the shit from the Soul Eater anime, the way that Maka defeated that Kishin, which, again, that was anime only. I know it's weird to say that, only. It never happened in the manga, because I did read most of the manga, and that never happened in the manga. So, yeah. Speaking of which, damn, we need a Soul Eater anime. Shit, the manga's already over for that, too. Shit, we need an anime for Soul Eater now. Or, like, a reboot, like Brotherhood, which I think will be really nice. But I guess it really depends, really, if they're really up to it, which they really should. I've been hearing some rumors of word of mouth that Bleach might be coming back with the anime, with the final act. They might be doing it. From what I've been hearing, we don't know. It's a possibility that it's coming, from what we've heard from some sources, but we don't really know. So, yeah, so maybe that will get Bleach back on its popularity field, and maybe there'll be some stuff that Kubo didn't add in time to add it into the anime. I know Fairy Tail did the exact same thing with the Tartarus arc, with the anime version to that, they added stuff that wasn't planned in time in the manga. Because from an interview from Hiramashima, we heard that during that time, there was a time consent, and he basically couldn't fit most of these current events from TORIKO into the actual manga arc itself. But in the anime, they managed to do it, which I'm hoping if Bleach does return with its final anime, they should be able to do that the same thing with the anime. They should be able to do that. I think that'll fare extremely well. But when it comes to the ending, you know, the whole thing of them seeing them all grown up, Chad is a fucking boxer, which I found to be completely, like, I mean, you know what, it fits for Chad, I don't mind him too much, but Chad, really, like, you're wasting your Diablo, fucking, whatever the hell it was called, the Cuero Puente, you know, that shit, you know, the fucking arm thing that you had, you know, El Directo, like, hello, like, really? It's like a fucking devil's arm, man, and you're gonna fucking waste it on fighting all these scrubs as a boxer. Well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna use his normal strength. I doubt he's gonna summon, like, his, whatever, the full bring. I doubt he's gonna summon his full bring just to actually fight these scrubs on, which is pretty obvious. I think he's just basically just gonna just fight. You know, maybe that's what Chad's dream the entire time. Maybe I missed something from the beginning of Bleach. I know he's always wanted to use the fist to protect people, but I never expect he wanted to do, I guess, boxing as a career. Well, it makes sense. It does fit Chad. And I guess I was fine and all. Then, of course, you know, we had Uryu. Basically, you know, didn't really be there. You know, just him chilling on his fucking iPhone, just, like, watching the fight live and shit. Like, on his break from work. Now, again, I don't know what happened to Ashin and Ryukin. Where the hell are Ashin and Ryukin? Did they fucking die? There was some shit that was never explained. What happened to Ryukin and Ashin? Did they die? Did those two die? Like, what happened? Did those two die or something? I'm going to assume if they're not there, they must have died during the battle, which is my obvious guess, maybe. I mean, it's a shitty guess, but that's just my thoughts on that. You know, of course, not seeing Asaki's Bankai, I mentioned that. Not explaining a lot of stuff when it comes to, that whole black arm thing, like, part of the whole thing that was part of Yuha's aura, that, like, Ichigo's child was able to actually, like, touch with his hand, then all of a sudden, bam, it just, like, disappears, and it's like, what the hell, Kubo? Because it's the same thing, I guess, like, from, Ichigo's side, it comes within his child as well, where it's basically courage, and that's what Aizen was saying. Now, Aizen wasn't dead. Okay, the biggest thing I was happy for that Aizen didn't die. Because I'm like, wait a minute, because there's no way he can die. He's immortal, but then, I guess a part of because of that thing that makes him immortal, so that, I guess, part of that is destroyed, the Shukor, where the hell it was called, I forget the hell the name of it was called, that, you know, that it was actually his main purpose of him to get also during the Soul Society, or then it was a big role again in the whole Rancor stuff. So yeah, with that in hand, with that inside him, I guess a part of that is a bit destroyed. It could make him less exertly to die, but really he is just an immortal troll god. Let's be honest. I think Aizen was the best thing of Bleach. When Aizen Sama, I miss Aizen Sama. He was really cool, but he's still alive. Thank God for that. As long as we have Aizen, like, if Kubo wants to make a series about Aizen, I don't mind. I'll read that fucking every day. It'll be the best creation Kubo has, like, ever done. So, yeah. So when it comes to the children, now, a lot of people were pissed off with the pairings with Ichigo and Orihime and Renji with Rukia. People thought it was always going to be Ichigo and Rukia. But, bitch, they guessed it. They were motherfucking wrong. They actually, and I kind of predicted this pairing was going to happen. Even during, it was obvious during the whole Weko Mundo thing even before that with the Arankar stuff. It made sense that it was going to be Orihime and Ichigo in the end. But when it comes to Ichigo and Rukia's relationship, they're more of like, it's, I hate to say this, like, really best friends, and also I would say more like a brother and, I say they have more of a brother and sister type of relationship than, like, love relationship. I think it's more like a brother and sister kind of thing. Not like basically, you know, like a love relationship thing, because we even can tell that Rukia wasn't really into this whole, you know, like, love thing, because don't forget, Rukia and Renji knew each other for a very, very long time. back when they were in the suburbs. So it made sense. In a way, it does sort of make sense. A lot of people say, "Oh, they don't see that. They were just kids that grew up in the suburbs." I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, if you think about it, he did know Rukia for a very long time when they were kids. So it makes sense that it would have to be to that point where they would have to be a couple eventually. And I was right on the freaking money. I was like, haters gonna hate because did they ever pick up the phone? Because I freaking called it. Even during my live reaction when I did it, I was like so freaking right on the money, man. Yo, I cannot believe how right I was about that. About Ichigo and Horihime, and of course, Renji and Rukia, which of course, again, I wasn't really that too surprised there, actually, to be honest. So, well, okay, I was a little bit surprised. A little bit, because I didn't know if Rukia was ever going to end up with someone. So that I was a bit surprised. But at the same time, I did expect it would be someone like Renji. So, yeah. So when it comes to everything else, I mean, at least the end of the chapter did somewhat explain how Yua was defeated. But in a way, it was just kind of like a half-ass thing that just kind of felt kind of corny. At least in my opinion, it felt pretty corny. So overall, the ending was just okay. It wasn't like a spectacular ending, like one of the most memorable endings of all time. Not really. It left with a bittersweet taste in my mouth. It could have been a hell of a lot better, but it is what it is. It's the curse of this whole Shonen Jump thing. I mean, just hacking away series. Assassination Classroom, you can't really say nothing to it because obviously it was meant to end. The creator wanted to end Assassination Classroom without extending it like Naruto or One Piece, etc., etc., etc. You get the idea. So it made sense for Assassination Classroom. There's other series. I forget there was another Shonen Jump series that ended as well. Of course, Toriko, one of my all-time favorites, ended this year. Out of fucking left field it ended. But that again, from the pacing, I can tell they were a bit rushing it. But at the same time, the finale, the final fight, at least that shit was worth it. At least every single character got to do something in that final fight. At least every character you can think of. The finale of all things was fantastic. Yeah, sure, some of the skipping was bullshit, but the ending, the way they ended this, the way they were gonna set this up, if they didn't. Now, what if they didn't skip the areas? What if they didn't do that? This would have been a fantastic way to end the series off. I think, shit, even if we didn't have space, maybe it'll be a side thing one day. That would be pretty fucking amazing. But I'm pretty sure Mitsutoshi didn't plan too much of the whole universes thing. Maybe he just thought that out recently, and maybe he'll come back to that. Maybe there will be a sequel. Who knows? Anything's possible. But with Bleach, it's like, okay, they didn't really put much effort. Not that much of a color spread, which they lied about, which I really want to see, and they lied about that bullshit. So, yeah, not really the most, like, I don't know. It just wasn't really that fantastic to me. To me, it could have been, like, something so much better. But it wasn't terrible by all means. It wasn't good or bad. It's in between. It was just okay. It was adequate. It was just okay. It is what it is. I mean, it sucks. I mean, if 2016, wasn't bad enough, we had all these fucking Shonen Jump series ending. I mean, come on, One Piece. Come on, Oda. You gotta be the ones to bring in that money, because what competition do you have besides Boku no Hero? And that's really it. And maybe, just maybe, Black Clover. Maybe Black Clover. Maybe. But we shall see. It is still a new series, but that's how it goes. And I believe, what was the other series? Not Journey to the Promised Land. Whatever that one is. The Promised Land one, or whatever it is, I forget. But anyways, I'm just a bit tired, so sorry if I forget things. So yeah, that's basically it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you think of the Bleach ending, if you're Bleach fans. What you think of the ending. Were you as disappointed as I was, or did you think this was a proper way to end things off? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Don't forget to check out my Twitter as well. I do updates on my Twitter, so I know I haven't really updated on Twitter, but I decided to do it in case people are wondering where my videos are at, especially because of how late it is, so stay tuned for that. And day number 10 should be coming out shortly soon enough. Day number 11, on Christmas Eve, don't worry, it should, quote-unquote, should be on time, because I'm not going to work, I am off. I'm not doing any Christmas Eve activities till the evening, so I should be able to do it really quick, during the day, and able to get the video out. So until then, that's it. So peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. Anime Manga fans keep supporting what you read and what you watch. I'll see you guys for day number 10, and happy holidays.